welcome back to the channel and to the garden. In today's video we're just going to be reviewing the Biling 50w solar fountain kit. This does come with its spillway as well. This is a 2100 liter per hour pump, so it should give us some nice flow. Quite excited to try this kit, guys, as it is one of the more powerful kits. Got a place for it as well, which we're going to be doing a build a video at another point soon, but just for now, guys, what we'll do is unbox the kit, show you what's inside, and also build it as well as give it its first test run so you can see how the pump works. So first look into the box here. We've got our manual. Now these are very useful, guys, if you haven't sort of set anything up like this before, and I'll just show you what that looks like inside in a second. We have got our hosing. So this is going to be, I believe this is a 3-meter hose on this one here. Again, it's already got all the connections as well as the Jubilee clips on, which is great. Again, you know, these are the kind of places where you might have some sort of leak. You know, other pumps may be looking for you to kind of do that yourself. We've also got the filter bag here, and I'll just lay all this out in a second so you can see it all. We've also got some glues. Now it's great that they provide these. Now from looking at the kit, we do need to put the spillway front on, and this is going to be to make the seal on that one there. And just inside, guys, we've got our solar panels. Now again, the technology in these is great now. Really powerful stuff. I do already have the 20-watt kit, which if you haven't seen that video, certainly go check that out. And by the end of this one, we'll kind of see the difference between the two. But with that kit, guys, you know, even on darker days, it's still producing, you know, some flow. So with that said, guys, been very impressed with the solar power of these. And we'll just finally get the pump out here and lay this all out on the ground here for you. Okay, so that's everything out of the box now. Just coming in here, guys, so we've got our pump. Now this is an adjustable pump as well. So you can see the plus and minus. What we do is we turn that to increase or lower the power. Now this is a 2100 liter per hour pump, so quite a good bit of power on this here. And you can just see here, guys, as well, nice long cable again, similar to the other kit. That's so we can get our solar panel sort of away from the feature if we want to. Again here, guys, you can just see that panel does fold out into a much larger panel, again giving us that power for the 50-watt pump here. We have the spare sponge again, guys. Now again, with this one here, guys, the sponge is already inside of the pump, but that would be your replacement if you needed to use it. You can also see here, guys, as mentioned here, these are your different connectors going into the spillway box. And you can see here, guys, as well, we've got the glues, and that is to secure that into there like that, and it just makes sure we're not going to get any sort of water leaking out the bottom or sides. Now of course, guys, I do it like this for shipping purposes, you know, really to make sure we're not you know, eco-friendly packaging, as they say. But with that said, guys, so having a look at the manual here, what essentially it's showing you to do, as you can see, is to start connecting the large hose to here and to the pump. So we're just going to get those assembled and just show you what that looks like. I will also run the glue along the bead here. So as you can see here, guys, what you want to do is run your glue just down this little line here and make sure we get you know, an even amount. That's why you got the 2 tubes here, and then once we slot that in, that should create a good seal on that side. I'll show you that all fitted together. Just underneath, you can just see where that's created that seal down along there. Again, we will let that dry before we test it, but this is a quick drying glue, so it should not be long for drying on that side. In the meantime, just going to get the hosing connected here. And again, guys, I've done quite a few builds with similar pumps, so it'll be interesting to see the power on this one. But also, with that said, guys, you know, I'm quite familiar on the kind of setup and that, but I just want to show you that here. So if you are wondering about that, you certainly have a step-by-step guide here. So just to show you here, guys, as well, with the 3 adapters you get, there are 2 that are for different size tubing and 1 that actually fits this tubing. Reason they give you this, guys, once again, you may want to use different piping or longer piping, or have something already set up. Now again, you can just then fit these, and hopefully one of these adapters will work on the piping you already have. So I've got that adapter on, and what you do is simply just pop that top bit, as you can see, just directly over. and that will slot in and stay on there. This top bit here, guys, is going to go into our flow box, which I'll just show you that connected as well. Tube, we've got this little adapter here. Now this is what's going to go inside of the box, but you can also see these rings here. So just get those off. You're going to put one of these on each side of the box inside here, and that is going to create your seal. Now once again, you could use some of the glue as well, but this should, once screwed in, create that seal just inside the box, if you can see there. Okay, so to show you here, I've got one of the rings on the outside, one of the rings on the center, you can see. And then what we're simply going to do is screw that into this part of the pipe with the threading, and that should, again, screw it as tight as you can. Really, that should hope to keep the seal on that one here. Okay, so you can just see here now, we've got the hose connected. We have screwed that in as tight as possible. Again, you don't want to break the little seals, but again, really tight on that side, stops any water from coming out. Now, what I'm going to do is get this into one of our ponds to show you a test on it here. What I will probably need to do, guys, for the setup is to reduce the cable size down, as the pond is quite a small pond. But with that said, you know, it should work very well. The cable, guys, they give you the extra there, and it can be cut and then redone onto the joint here. And again, with that joint, guys, you've got the Jubilee clip, so again, you can trim this down as much as you need to fit the water feature that you're building. Just to show you here, so this is the small pond that we're going to be setting up the falls in, and the proposed idea is just off the back here, we're going to add some bricks into there to level the pump. Of course, with these ones, guys, with the water spillways, you want to ensure that your spillway is completely level, or as level as possible. Any kind of tip or sideways will cause the water blades, or the water coming out, to kind of tip one side or the other. So just to show you the temporary setup we're going to use to try the spillway, what I have done, guys, you can just see in here, I have cut this cable down. I won't be needing all of that cable for this particular build. Of course, as you can see here, at the moment, I've got lifted on bricks, really just to give us the height to get over the water for the moment. But again, guys, what we'll do is just get that plugged in and kind of see what kind of flow we've got. Alright, guys, so first run of the pump, and you can just see here, lovely sort of water blade on that side. Good flow. Got a lot of disturbance at the top. Now, what I have found with these, guys, is typically if we were to put something like this, so one of our filter bags, if we were to place this in the inside here, you'll just see in a second how that evens out the flow and slows it down a little bit. Again, what typically I would do with some pump like this in the Waterfall box, guys, I would keep my media, possibly some gravel, plants, anything like that. Again, it does help for the filtration, but not only that, guys, you're going to find that, again, it will kind of smooth out the flow. As this is a very powerful pump, and we're running off the solar on sort of full power in the sun at the moment, you can see here we've got the full 2100 liters coming over the flows. But with that said, if you were to turn it down, say perhaps, once again, you'd still get that lovely blade out the front. So it just depends on the type of flow you'd like coming out here on that one. So overall, I would definitely recommend this pump kit. You know, typically, guys, with something like this, I would say perhaps worth looking into the battery backup as well. You know, with any type of solar pumps, you're going to find, you know, if it is a dark day, or you know, you got no sunlight, of course, it's not going to be running. So it is worth having a look at that if you are you know, concerned about keeping it running all the time. Of course, guys, there are wired options of this pump as well. So again, just, you know, it depends on what your requirements are for your pond. But with that said, guys, of course, you'll find the link to the product in the comments below. Again, something I would highly recommend if you are looking for a spillway pump for your pond. This is definitely the ideal product, certainly for the price as well. But with that said, guys, of course, thanks for watching. And if you're not subscribed, certainly feel free to do so. Check out the friends of the channel in the pinned comment below. And with that said, we'll see you on the next one.